The hallways of this First Nations high school in Thunder Bay are emptied out for the summer. But the gymnasium is filled with chiefs deciding whether to send their children from their remote communities back here in the fall.
I know that if nothing is done, we're going to lose more lives. I know that in my heart.
7 First Nations students have died in Thunder Bay since 2000, many of their bodies turning up in local rivers under mysterious circumstances. Thunder Bay police are themselves under investigation for their handling of some of those cases and other Indigenous deaths. Police say they're doing what they can to keep First Nations kids safe.
We've had directed river patrols since the fall of 2016. We've undertaken an outreach program with students in northern communities where we send officers up north.
The death of 2 more Indigenous teens, both found in rivers this spring, heightened tensions in this racially divided city and sparked fear among First Nations.
Some parents are not going to send their students here. I've heard students say they're not going to come here, post-secondary students, even students doing training.
The trouble is there are few high schools in the remote First Nations north of Thunder Bay. Some chiefs want money to build schools in their own communities. Others are looking for more supports and better safety provisions when students come to the city.
Especially the ones that are like 13, 14 coming to high school. They're new to this kind of world and they're not used to the city life, you know.
I was just walking down the street and I had an egg thrown at me, but it didn't hit me. But
an inquest into the 7 students' deaths last year made a pointed recommendation to the federal government. Provide funding for education that is sufficient to ensure that First Nations schools on and off reserve can provide the full range of programs and services that are available to non-Indigenous children in Ontario. The government responded saying it's spending more than $900 million on First Nations schools across the country over 5 years.
The chiefs say First Nations youth are hungry for an education and they want to succeed. Tomorrow they'll decide whether the path to success leads through this city. Jody Porter, CBC News, Thunder Bay.